Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I will be reviewing the Fredericks and Mae playing cards. I can almost guarantee that almost none of you were expecting this deck or have heard of this deck. This deck of cards is what people may consider like a novelty deck of cards. It wasn't through a large card company or wasn't through a large printing and is not like available that many places. But I did get this from just a local store. I saw it, so someone actually got it for me and it was picked up there. Yeah. So basically, you'll notice one thing that is special about this deck, and I'll get into that in a second. But these are two designers. As you see, this is the front design. Take a look at the back of the box. I'm going to pause that right there. You guys can read that. It does say peel here. I just actually noticed that, so I could peel that. I don't know if it has something on the other side that would be interesting, or it's just like, oh, this is a sticker that you don't need. Yeah, so this was made by two Brooklyn-based designers. Yeah, and then you may see here the different colors, and that is the main feature of this deck. So when you open it, you'll actually notice that it is a box where there are two boxes, like one side of the other. When you open this one, you notice that this is multiple colors, right? It's a kind of like a rainbow fading into each other. Yeah, and it's this type of box that's open. When you take out the cards, you notice that you will also get a Fredericks and Mae playing card booklet. This has some games in it, some that you guys might recognize, some that you may not. I know when I was just looking through this book, there are some that I did not, right? You guys might recognize Spit, you might recognize some of the other ones, but there are surely some games in here and some things in here that you guys will not recognize. When you get to the back design, you'll notice that it is not an incredibly unique back design, in that it does try to keep that standard kind of like, I guess it's casino look, where there's a repeated design over and over again and there's no borders. So these are like black ovals or black circles, black shapes with white around it, with thin black lines connecting it. And that's basically it for the back design. But that's not what the focus of the deck is, in my opinion. When you move on to the faces, however, you'll notice that the Ace of Hearts is a bright pink, I believe. It could be considered a purple, but I would say this is a bright pink. And then you notice that the Two of Hearts is a different shade. And you will notice that as you go through that there are different shades. You will also notice that the configuration of the pips on these cards are different, as this is not how the normal four would be configured, as well as moving on throughout the deck. But the main feature of this deck, other than this configuration, or change of configuration, is the change of color. Each card is an individual color. It is not as if these three cards are one color, the next three cards are another. Each card is an individual color, as you will notice. I did say there are different shades. I know that they technically might be tints, not that anyone is paying attention to that, but obviously there is a difference. You even see a new configuration when you get to the jacks, or the court cards rather, where they're now in circles, and they added something for each of those. So yeah, it is a rainbow deck of cards. The faces are rainbow. There are other decks of cards out there that do have rainbow backs. There's a bicycle deck that has rainbow backs, actually. I do not have that deck, but I do not believe that the faces are rainbow to this extent, where the whole face is rainbow. So this is a unique deck in that sense, at least to me, in that I have never seen it before. Then it comes with just a normal card. And then it comes with two jokers, actually. One with a white background and one with a black background. And you will also notice that I'd just like to point out that there is not a large difference between each card, not a significant difference between each card, but from the beginning of the deck to the middle is going from pink to yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then it does go back to a different purple, but it does go back to a purple. So that was like basically the main feature of this deck, and the main thing that I found interesting about it was these colors. You will notice, as I said, it is not printed by the United States Playing Card Company or any well-known company that I'm aware of. I believe it is printed in China. Not that that doesn't necessarily means that they are not quality cards. I do know of some companies in China that do print quality cards. But yeah, so however, like, this does not spread perfectly on either side of these. So if you are trying to be, if you are a magician or a cardist or anything of that sort, I wouldn't recommend this deck for performing. If you just like decks of cards and like collecting cards and like playing games with cards, this deck could be for you. So basically that's it. The faces are rainbow, and if you use decks of cards for Magic, I would not say this is the deck. Or if you use cards for cardistry, I would not say this is the deck. But if you are a card collector and just like having a variety of cards, even if they are not of the highest quality, like a Bicycle or a Cardamundi or other playing cards, or other companies rather, that you should. This is a interesting deck, and would definitely be an interesting deck to just have around and play games with. So without further ado, I hope you guys did enjoy. I do post Magic and playing card reviews at least once every 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for those. And if you do like playing cards, make sure to check out this playlist of all my deck reviews. And make sure to check out this other video that YouTube recommends for you. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.